Hi, it's Gayla Nehemia, sacred erotic love coach, poet, and author. I just want to thank each and every one of you who've been reaching out to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so blessed. All of you sending me wonderful and beautiful quotes. I totally appreciate that. This is going to be my last video, I think, on the topic of true love in the sense of a romantic partnership. I'm going to move on to true love in children, so it's kind of going to be an extension. But today I want to talk about true love and interdependence. If you haven't read Steven Covey's 7 Habits to Effective Leaders, I believe. I'll write down the name. I just can't think of the name right now. But it's a wonderful book. Just look up Steven Covey. Both Jim Fortin and James Wedmore recommend him, and I just think that he's amazing. So I want to talk about interdependence. You know, he talks about in his book of it goes from dependence, independence, and interdependence. So, you know, for example, and I've been telling a few people this today that I've been talking to. So, for example, when a baby's born, they are dependent on you if you're a parent. And then when they get to be older, like let's say, 13, my kids now are in that age, they become independent, saying they can do things on their own. They don't need me as much. That independent stage can go on for a very long time. It can continue even in your relationship. So when you talk about true love, you might be in a relationship with someone and be dependent on them, like it's codependent. That's a lot of relationships are like that, codependent. You depend on each other to exist. And that's not necessarily good, So and independent, you just want to be on your own, right? You might have a relationship, but you're totally really not involved with the person. You're like, I want to be with you, but I want my life, right? Many of us have been there. I've been there too. But then the third is interdependent. So you cherish each other for who you are. You know that you desire to be with each other, and you know that. The point is that you know that you want to really be with that person. You know that you grow. This is the point of interdependence. You grow. Nature is interdependent on everything. Animals, thank you so much for joining. Thank you, all of you. So nature, the trees, the grass, everything about nature is interdependent on its surroundings. The earth, the insects, the flowers, the animals, the sun, the sky, the light, the oxygen, the carbon dioxide, everything has to happen, just like our bodies, has to happen in a perfect divine order. So if you think about relationships like that, it's amazing. I was just like, whoa, this is such an amazing concept. I must share this. When you think of relationships as interdependent, as when you are with another person and you're growing with them, you're able to be free and grow with them at the same time. It's like intertwined perfectly. That's the amazing part of being in a partnership like that. That you're allowed to be free, you're allowed to be together, and each and every part of that moment, you are growing like a tree. It doesn't stop. When you think growth stops in a relationship you're currently in, that is not for your benefit. You want to be in a beneficial relationship where you're always growing, always learning, always sharing, always expanding. That's what expansive love is about. So those of you that are looking for that, I'm asking you to first become, really know what you are. Where do you stand in that continuum? Are you still in that independent mode? Are you looking to be interdependent? Because many people I talk to as well as clients, prospective clients, some of them are like, I'm really good by myself. Well, so I'm asking you, we cannot live in a vacuum. Because when we say we're independent, we say we don't need anybody. But the fact is, we grow through our relationships. It can be a friendship. It can be a client-coach relationship. It can be a true love, romantic partnership. It can be anything. But when you realize that you are interdependent, you cannot live alone. You need the air that you breathe. You need the trees. You need fruits and vegetables to survive. You need water. You cannot survive alone. But when you realize that, that's when you realize that every single experience in your life is a moment of growth. And if you're looking for more growth, I'm inviting you to my free webinar tomorrow. It is about focusing on awakening your heart, by moving through your intentions. This is a period of extreme growth. This is the beginning of the energetic year. So I'm inviting you to a free webinar tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And I'll be putting a link here to join my mailing list, to be a part of that in order for you to get information about it. So it's very, very important that you put your intentions down and realize where you are right now. Really focus on that. Really think about that. Because when you see that you are part of this macrocosm, you are a particle that is important in the macrocosm of the universe, then you realize that we are really interdependent upon each other for our growth. So if this is something that really is resonating with you, that you are wanting true love for growth, and you're wanting all of your interactions for growth, then I'm inviting you to my free webinar tomorrow, because it's going to be with me live on video, and we're going to be doing some writing. We're going to be really focusing on what are our deepest desires, what are our intentions for this year, to really help us to grow. It's about 45 minutes, and when you click the link to join the mailing list, please look in your spam or promotions to confirm your subscription so that you can get more information. I'm truly, truly opening up the floor. I really want to help you and guide you to your highest journey. So I'm inviting you into this webinar tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. The link will be in the description. I really, really have been so amazed at what I've been learning, and I want to share that knowledge with you. I just, the biggest thing that I was just telling somebody today, when we live in a place of expansive love, really opening our hearts, we not only open our hearts to ourselves, but we open our hearts to humanity. And that's beyond belief. That is amazing, that you wake up every day and you are so happy. And if I can transfer some of that knowledge to you to help you to grow, that is just a blessing from the divine. So thank you so much for listening. Namaste, Om Shanti Shalom. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.